Happy morning, guys. Okay, today we'll see about this deformers in Maya. Deformers are used for creating the mesh. It means it's used for modeling. Also, it is used for animation purpose. First, we'll see the modeling purpose. Normally, this deformer has a two different. One is a linear, another one is a non-linear deformers. Linear deformers are non-linear deformers. We'll discuss about this non-linear deformers. All these deformers have a unique things, but it has some common value also. Now, we start with a bend, which is used for bending the mesh. Now I have a box. You can see that in the modeling, you can see the deformers. In that one, you can see non-linear deformers. Modeling over here, non-linear. You can tear it. So this is the one, bend. Once you create it, you can see in the outliner, there is something called a bend. So if you drag it out, or you can press 4 to see what is there inside. So this one, which is there inside, is a bent deformer. Once you select that, you can able to change the inputs over here. Only there is a 4 inputs are there. Second thing is a curvature. It will bend left side or it will bend right side. In a 5 mode, when you select the object, you cannot see it's bent because this particular mesh doesn't have a proper segments. So in inputs, go to the poly count, the height, increase it more to see the more bend. Okay, now it's bends well. So the only bend is not responsible to bend the mesh. Also, the mesh should have the proper segments. Now, select the bend and go to the input again. What is the first one? Envelope. If you make it 0, it won't work. If you make it 1, it's a switch. Envelope is a switch. It's on and off. And then you can see a small line is crossing exactly middle of the bend deformer. This bend deformer is not renderable. I'm in a 5 mode, so I cannot able to see. That's why I put 4 mode to check this one. The curvature, I'll decrease or increase more. See, it will bend as much as it's possible. Now, there's a two bound. One is a low bound, it is then a minus, high bound is a plus. So low bound, if you make it 0, you can see whatever the line from this line, the lower side is a low bound, the higher side is a high bound. Now low bound is 0, higher bound is 0. You can see the bend is not working. So low bound always minus, higher bound always the plus. Okay, both are in a right. Maybe if I make it 0, only this point you can see. Now select the bend and move towards left or right. Maybe I'll put a 5 mode, or bottom or a top. So wherever it moves, it will create the distraction in the shape, but sometimes it may help you. Okay, exactly I put on this one. And then I'll make the bend into 0 and then make it 4. Now you can see the curvature is happening only after the line. Suppose I want to increase the line, make it a high bound into 2. You can see that it starts from the top. So when you use this, you can get the entirely different motion. So high bound, low bound, and then curvature, and then envelope. That's it, this 3. So you can select the mesh, go to the input, either there is the inputs, curvature, can curve. So this is after adjustment. Now I'm just put the bend again, do the curvature, it is possible. So if you want to bend from the, now we are bending from the bottom. If you want to bend from the top, you have to reverse this. Low bound should be a -2, high bound should be a 0, so that you can bend from the top. We'll do that. Low bound is 0. No, low bound is -2, high bound is 0, and push your bend towards up. Now use a curvature. Yes. So both the thing can be done. So this is about the bend. The next thing is twist. I'll make this bend into 0, duplicate, and create the twist. Okay, we go with a flat, step by step. You can see this top there's a circle and bottom there's a circle. And then you can see that the first one is envelope, second one is a start, flat X, flat Z, and then low bound, high bound, end, X, end. So what it exactly says is start is a top, you can increase that, only the X is moving, and Z is moving. Only the start, this is down is a start. And end, top, make it 0, you get the pyramid. Or you want to increase, you can increase. Curvature is nothing but the in-between point. So it's very easy for you to enable the new shapes. Suppose if you make it high bound 0, only from this much low bound 0, nothing will happen. You can see that. So -1 and then +1, you'll get this. So what is this? This is the flat. So what is the exact use of it? Maybe if you do the cartoon models, I'll create one house by using the extrude, scale, then shift right click, extrude, move up, then scale. Okay. Suppose if you want to make it cartoon, go to the flat, increase the start, yeah, and little bit of curve. So you can change the existing interesting shapes into a cartoon shape by using this flat. Okay, next one is sin. Sine, it's a wave. Sine, take this one, create the sine. It's top to bottom, so I like to rotate it like this into 90°. Now increase the amplitude and wavelength. So for this, amplitude is a distance between this point to this point. Amplitude. Wavelength is this point to this point. Okay. Now we can decrease the amplitude or increase, it's fine. Wavelength, number of waves. Offset. If you move the offset, you can see it's animate. Actually, we can animate this by using this offset. It's very simple to set the key. What is the first frame? A right click. Over here, you can say key all selected or key selected. What we need is, I want just the selected should be key. We can see the red color. And go to the last frame or wherever you want to go with. Then right click, make a change. Previously it was 0 something. Okay, I'll make it 0. And the last frame should be a 5. Then right click, key selected. Go back in the radio button, then play. Oh, it's too fast, running too fast. So go to the last frame again. It is not 5, maybe I put 1, maybe 2. Again, right click, key selected. So you have to key selected again because last time you selected 6, it will remember. So if you change something, you have to select the key select. You want to set the key again. Go back and play. Okay, it is lesser than before, but still it's huge. What is the drop off? We can see the edges. It will smooth the edge. Play now. Only in between it will play. So I select this poly and increase the poly counts. Better. Now you play. Yes. Okay, you can go for a or two or more sign also to get the waves in the different directions. Also, you can scale it. Okay, what else over here? Okay, these things you know, isn't it? What is the low bound is? What is the high bound is? Only the offset is C. Low bound, high bound, and play. Nice. And what is this? A squash. Now I'll try to take a sphere, squash. Everything is same. Factor, it's a stretch and squash. It's a factor of the stretch and squash, the basic attitude, isn't it? Stretch and squash. And you can see expand. And then max point, up or down. And then smoothness of the factor. And then end smoothness, low bound. Now use a factor, only one side. High bound. Sometimes we are not going to use everything for every particular nonlinear deformers. So over here, the high bound and low bound, I never used it before. Okay, this is a squash. This is useful for animation purpose. That's why we said that all the nonlinear deformer used for modeling, some deformers used for animation, as I said, sin. Maybe twist also can used for animation. Also, we can use this for a modeling. So as we did flat, then what we do is duplicate this, twist. Start the angle. Yeah, I got the twist very well. Also, make it 0. You can select this 2 or more objects together and apply the twist. Yes, we got this one. Nice. Some of the modeling you can see, so you can use this twist. In angle, it's used for animation. And the high bound, low bound, you know that. Low bound 0, only this much you can see. Okay, select everything and I'm so used for the squash. So I'm using 2 nonlinear deformers. Of course, you can do. Yes, you can see some hangings like this. Okay, after finishing this, suppose if you like to move this, you can see the shape is collapsed. You cannot move the shape away from the deformers. See, only the support of deformers, it will create the shape. So once you feel you want to finish this one without support of deformers, very simple thing, select everything, edit, delete by type, history, delete the history so that all the inputs will go off. So if you move it, it will stay. It will stay. Now we can use this for the modeling purpose. Control G for group, center pivot. So everything together I can move. So this is possible, isn't it? So the simple point is only the help of the deformers it can change the shape. Suppose if you are moving away from the deformers, nothing will happen. Only the deformers will help to change. That's why we are not selecting the vertices to change the shape. We're selecting the entire mesh. So deformers are deforming the object. Next is a wave. Sin is a wave, then waves are actually increase this one. Waves are ripple. You can see amplitude and wavelength are same. Wavelength are same. And drop off also same. Now we can animate the offset. Go to the front view, fast frame, key it, go to the last frame, move it, right click, key it. Go and play. Yes. So this is the wave. These deformers are used for modeling purpose and also used for animation purpose, both sides. So here You need to practice this section and you have to send me the print screen of this. Not this exactly. You can use a box or you can use any shapes, any shapes. But just I want to know that you worked this. Just print screen and send to me. Just want to understand whether you're working on this exercise. Okay, guys, that's it. Very simple. Please try it. Any questions, please message me directly. Have a good day, guys.